guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Paul, otherwise known here on YouTube as Botimus, and I am doing another What's Up with the Botimus. A few things that you may or may not have noticed have changed with my videos in the past couple reviews that have gone up. The first thing, I love the fact that there's a little T-Rex just hanging out right there. Thumbs up for the T-Rex, yeah. In case you guys haven't noticed, I have a new intro on my reviews. For the first time in almost 7 years, I have changed things up. A while ago, I want to give you a little bit of a history on it. A while ago, I was thinking about changing some things up, changing the look of my intros and things like that, wanting to upgrade my logo and incorporate that with a new intro as well. And I put it out there for any of my followers that wanted to help me out with it. I offered to pay and all that kind of stuff. And several people sent me some real great designs. But one stood out as just, for me, above and beyond what I had hoped and turned out terrific. And first I have to give a thanks to Chris Welty. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Chris, you know who you are. You worked with me greatly on creating the perfect image. Now, people will want to know, what does the mountain mean? Where's, I don't have the hat here anymore. Which, Chris, I promise you, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Chris, I promise, as soon as I can get the hats, they're not cheap. As soon as I can get one, you are still going to get one. Don't worry. The idea of the mountain came from, honestly, I had seen the movie Everest, which, if you guys haven't seen it, it's based on a true story about a devastating climb of Mount Everest back in the 80s, where a ton of people died doing it. And it was, when I left the movie theater, it had a profound impact on me for some reason. I just really looked at it as, you know, there's a lot of obstacles in our lives, and some people look at climbing a mountain and summiting as like a huge achievement. They work very hard to get to that goal. And I was like, you know, I've worked very hard to get to where I am, and a lot of people have those obstacles in their lives, things that they have to overcome, things that present themselves as difficult or obstructions in their path to life and things like that. And I thought, you know, a mountain was a really good, you know, Everest is a really good kind of analogy for doing it, you know, accomplishing your goals and things like that. So I was like, you know what, talking to Chris and talking to other people, it was something that I wanted to incorporate as my new logo. You guys have been seeing it in my reviews for a while now. It's been like, it shows up like down here, like there's a little thing right here, I think right now, where it's there. And on my Facebook, on my Twitter, it's all there. So it's a completely original mountain idea. People have said it looks like the Coors Light can. People have said that it looks like the Paramount logo. It's none of those. It's a unique design, but they all, I mean, mountains in general are all very similar looking anyhow. So Chris put it together. I wanted to tie my old logo, so that's why there's the rings behind it still. Those rings are carried over from my old logo, which honestly, the old logo came from just Windows Movie Maker. It was a design in there that I liked, and I used it for a long time. So it was December, I want to say December 2009. Now, mind you, I've been on YouTube since 2007, so that logo and that intro that I had been previously using had been used more than anything else that I've ever used. So a friend, or a guy who I never knew at the time, Jaffe, I call him Jaffa, but Jaffe sent me a message, and he was looking to expand his portfolio, and I was like, you know, hey, let's work together on this. And he actually, very kind, he created my very first intro that I debuted December, I don't know the exact date, but it was December of 2009. and I've been using it ever since. So now, 7 years later, here I am, and like I said, I call him Yaffa, but Jaffe was very kind. He got a different job. He wasn't doing that kind of stuff anymore, and I had talked to him. He came down to visit, and he and I started talking, and he's like, "Hey, well, do you have the files for your intro? Why don't you send them to me, and I'll see what I can do." And it's taken a while because it is a very lengthy process to do, and he actually came through brilliantly. So the new intro is up on my most recent videos. The past two, I think, I've featured them on both Hot Toys reviews, the Hot Toys Ultra Mark 1, and then just recently the Batman that I just posted. The idea is that he took the mountain, he put it into a real-world 3D environment. He filled it out. He gave it depth. He gave it side. I mean, everything on there. I mean, like, he created different peaks on there, peaks that weren't ever actually in there in the original design. He made them there. So I mean, like, he gave so you see a full 360 of the mountain. And then the rings come around. I mean, you can check that. I mean, if you've seen the video, you've seen it, and you'll see it plenty times after this. And I like the idea of what the Transformers Generation 1 cartoon had. If you remember, there was a mountain that was there, and then the Autobots and Decepticons flew behind it, and then from that, it said Transformers. So it's like they flew behind, and then from behind, out came Transformers, and that's basically what he created with this, and he did an amazing job. It is a bit cartoony looking. It's meant to look like that, and it's just terrific. It absolutely is. I cannot thank both Chris and Yaffa enough. It's Jaffe. I call him Yaffa because it was an old cat's name of my wife's, but it's both worked terrific at this project, and I can't thank either of them enough. It's been a long time coming, but there it is. It's out there, and I think it looks terrific. The next thing is, in case you guys haven't noticed, I am doing videos now in new 4K ultra high definition. This is a Sony FDR AX53. Again, Sony, because people are going to ask me. Sony FDR AX53. This was my old camera. This is the new camera. You can see much... Oh, well, that's the battery. Well, the battery is huge. I mean, look how big that battery is compared to this. But much larger lens on there. So you get 4K ultra high definition. It looks amazing. The clarity is spectacular. I don't even have a 4K monitor. Like my computer monitor that you don't see, but it's right there, that I'm editing on is only a 720p HD monitor. So it's not even 1080p. It's too small to be a 1080p. But the clarity, even on my monitor, is amazing. So you don't have to have a 4K monitor or television to absolutely enjoy the quality that the new camera is providing. Looking at the details, I did one Transformer review on it. I think it was Thunderhoof with the 4K camera, and because it's a Transformer, I mean, like, there's not a ton of detail that's already in it. So I was like, it doesn't feel right. But bringing in Hot Toys figures and looking at them blew me away. There were aspects on there that I've never seen brought into a video review, and I'm absolutely loving it. So you guys will have that to look forward to. One thing that I will say, and I'm throwing this out there, and this leads into my next thing, is that 4K camera is courtesy of the support of my patrons. I could not have gotten this camera without your guys' support. It's being paid for by you guys. Well, I paid for the whole thing, and then each month for the next 3 months I'm going to be using the Patreon money to pay it off. So I'm impatient, so it's like I wanted to get the camera right away. So patrons, thank you so much for your guys' support to do that. It's been a while now where you guys have helped me buy content so that people that are watching my reviews if you appreciate some of those videos, it's because of the patrons' support. If you guys are appreciating the quality of the videos that are going to be coming out with this new 4K camera, it's because of the patrons that made that happen. I mean, I would have gotten it eventually, but they made it happen a lot quicker. So I cannot thank you guys enough. I do giveaways every single month for my patrons. I do one-on-one phone calls with patrons. There's a lot of cool perks that I want to be able to give to people. Like this coming month for October, this is what I'm basically giving away for this month. This is the Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Darth Maul. I'm going to be finishing up the review on this, but this is a terrific looking piece, and that's going to go to somebody. It's a $240 figure that somebody is going to essentially get almost for free. So I make it in a way where I don't tier my giveaways. I don't say if you contribute $5, you'll be eligible for a $20 toy. If you contribute $20, you'll be eligible for a $200 toy. I don't like doing that because that then forces somebody to contribute more, and sometimes you can't do it. I mean, some people can only afford $1, and that's why it only requires $1 to be able to enter any of my giveaways. So, I mean, I've given away 4 Maxes, I've given away Devastators, I don't know how many Hot Toy figures I've given away, and it's only $1 is the minimum. So, literally, if you win once in a year and you contribute $1, that's $12. You could get a $240 figure for $12. I mean, that's pretty awesome, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't like making it where I'm forcing people to contribute more than they can actually afford. I don't like doing that. I want to make it available to everybody. And I mean, I know some people can't even do that, which is perfectly fine. You still watching my videos, liking them, sharing them, putting them out on social media, whatever it is that you may do to help spread the word about me, that's also, I can't thank you enough for that. I wouldn't have gotten to where I was today without you guys doing that kind of stuff. So this just helps out with a lot of content to keep pumping it out to you guys as much as I can. I know it's a little bit dry right now, mostly because there's not a lot of Transformers that are coming out. The next wave will be coming out fairly soon, but I'm doing what I can. I got some Hot Toy figures that I just posted. I got Darth Maul that's coming up. I did just pick up this, which is, if you guys know me at all, I'm an Iron Man fan. This is awesome. That's going to be coming up here very shortly as well. I got a couple third-party figures. I got a really cool Repro Label / Toy Hacks review that's coming up. So there is content that I'm still producing. It's just there's not a lot of stuff to get, and I'd rather not take that money and buy something that isn't going to really generate a lot of interest. I mean, it's kind of pointless for me to buy something that not a lot of people are going to watch. To me, I feel like I wasted that money and that effort on that video if people aren't all that interested in it, if that makes sense. So I mean, I could buy whatever. I mean, I could do all that all day long, but I don't think that it would ultimately be content that you guys like. So I want to make sure that it's as streamlined as possible, and the patrons really help with that. So again, if you're interested in joining, if you are a patron already, you have until, I think I put the 12th as the deadline for September's giveaway, which was the Combiner Wars Computron and San Diego Comic-Con Soundwave. Those are 2 things that I'm giving away to patrons from last month. You have until the 12th to send me your emails and your entries for that. If you want to be in the running for Darth Maul, you have until the 31st of October to sign up. Like I said, it only costs $1 to be able to do it. You can contribute however much you're comfortable with. I mean, if you want to do $20, I have some people that do that. Go for it. Whatever you're comfortable with doing. It's all there for you. It's up to you. But you have until the 31st to be able to do that. It's patreon.com/optibotimus. I'll put all the information down in the video description. But that's what's up with the Botimus. That sounded pretty cool. I like that. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. I hope you guys enjoyed the new 4K video. Again, if you want to thank anybody for those 4K, and if you like that 4K quality, thank the patrons. That's really what you have to do. So that's it, guys. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a good October coming up here. We might not speak again this way until November, but that's about it. I'm coming up on 9 years almost here on YouTube. October 17th. I don't even remember when my anniversary is. My birthday. My Botimus was born. So if you want to send me birthday cards, you can send me birthday cards. I don't know. Yeah, send me birthday cards. But that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.